Hey guys, welcome to the Week 3 Power Rankings. We start off with Tony defending the number one spot. He got the high score despite Ahmad Bradshaw getting some new competition in the backfield and Finley getting hurt really early, putting up 0 points. So Tony's looking pretty good so far. He has two of the top five quarterbacks, and he also has the number one and number two wide receiver in scoring. And McFadden's been encouraging too. So Tony looks like he's going to be one of the top teams in the league this year, as long as he doesn't suffer any injuries or anything. Depth might be an issue, but we'll see how he handles the bye weeks. I think it'll be interesting if he can keep the number one spot here. And next we have Katko. He is the top quarterback, three top 10 running backs thanks to Fred Jackson, and he is the only team that's undefeated so far. So I bumped him up from 4 to 2. He's looking pretty solid here. And we'll see if he can get a loss here soon. Someone needs to knock him down a notch. I know he complained about being lower last week, so here you go, Katko. And number 3, a very similarly built team is Mike. I left him at number 3, even though he had the low score this week. I think it was a little unfortunate due to injuries. They sat Reggie Bush. Fitzgerald was still nicked up a little bit. And I just don't think they're going to have a week like that too often. He has the second-ranked quarterback, the fourth-ranked quarterback, and the sixth-ranked quarterback so far this season. I think Mike's going to bounce back this week, even though Rodgers and James Jones are both on bye. So he plays the handies. We'll see how that goes. Maybe he can take the lead in the division here if Katko loses. So coming to number 4, we have the first person from the other division, Billy. He's 1 and 2. I dropped him down from 2 to 4. I still like his team. I think he's a little. They were brutal this week. No one did that great. His running backs all had their worst week of the season. So did Brandon Marshall. Jimmy Graham's one of the only bright spots. He's averaging 21 points through 3 weeks, which is insane for a tight end. I think Billy's quarterbacks have disappointed him so far. They've put up solid numbers, but I think Billy wants some bigger weeks mixed in there. And Carson Palmer's been a little concerning. I think Billy expected more out of him. So Billy can go up or down here in the rankings. It's going to be interesting to see how he maneuvers the bye weeks too. Coming at number 6 is Matt Vay, or 5 rather, sorry. Back to the other division, they have 4 of the top 5 teams. He really needed this win to keep up with those other teams ahead of him. And he almost didn't get it. Some of the rest of his team was pretty weak here in week 3. And but luckily the role players like Antonio Brown and Jordan Cameron picked up the slack. It's nice to know that when your starters don't do that well, that you can rely on players like that to get you the win still. So Madvey moved up 2 spots, and we'll see if he can hang with the big dogs in that division. Next is myself. Not too much to say. It's still just inconsistent all the way around. Kaepernick, Richardson, and Lamar Miller were disappointing. At the same time, though, Gio Bernard, Josh Gordon came back and had a big week, and Decker had another good week. So if my team can ever put it all together at once, I think I'll be able to win. But for now, I'm not too encouraged. And next is Basham. He's moved down the last 3 weeks, down a spot. He is leading our division at 2 and 1, but his quarterbacks are pathetic. I think he's probably going to beat Dave this week, though. And at 3 and 1, it's going to be tough to keep him down here at number 7. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to move him up soon. But for now, I enjoy that he's down this far. Next is Nick Clark. I like that he's making moves. Mike Glennon he picked up at a heavy bid. Also, he's not afraid to start Geno Smith, it looks like, this week, which I think might actually be a good decision. And, yeah, I don't know. Jamal Charles is always there to get him some points, so it's a shame he's not in the other division because I think he would be a contender for the playoffs finally. And the last 2 spots go to Jay and Dave. I actually hate their trade they made for both of them. Dave weakened his weakest position. He might have the worst running back group in the league now, and it was already a concern. Jay, on the other hand, gave up a top 5 wide receiver for Frank Gore, and he gave up Ryan Matthews, too, who's not a bad running back 3. So I think they both deserve this bottom of the table ranking. See ya.